up, bro?
So yeah, you was talking, yeah, as far as nobody has really ran a tour over here.
Nobody knows jumper has ever managed the tour A to Z. And if Almighty there, Almighty knows that Wax a one-man show, bro. Like A to Z. He done been to a few events. He ain't never been on tour, but let's break it down. Routing a tour, which starts months prior. Having the know-how and the resource. I'm not Live Nation. Everything I did was booked independent. So your phone book got to be right. Routing the tour, hotel management, tour bus management, support artist management, right? Keeping the tour bus stocked, fueling, the routing of the bus, routing of the hotel, scheduling so you're on time. All this shit, getting paid, backline, hospitality writer, DJ, right? All this shit.
Did you even say merch yet?
I ain't even went to merch.
So now, if you so plugged into the industry, why isn't there people in position that's handling certain things? If you so plugged in, why is it that you got to do everything? Come on now. If you so rich, $200 million diaper company now, why do you not have the people in place that's making sure these things function accordingly? So, 1 minute you want to tell us how rich you are and what you got going on. Now you want to say that you do everything yourself. Just let us know, nigga, that you not paid like you say. That's all. You trying to make it like anybody else. But you be on there fronting for them clubhouse niggas.
All ordering the merch, right? And merch tape, making sure the merch tables are there. All this shit, right, goes into a tour. Now, I heard Blueface say Wax doing a horrible job. With no disrespect, everybody got to keep it real. Blueface was used as a ploy to antagonize 4 Extras when Adam dropped a diss song because that's his cousin and get him up here. Blueface, respectfully, has 0 accolades when it comes to music. Putting out an album, touring, any of that shit. And not to mention, Wack goes back to LA on the day off and then grabs Gap 5 and bring him back out here.
We know why you grabbed him, Wack. Yeah, we know why you grabbed him. He better watch out. He don't know why you grabbed him. But we know why you grabbed him.
Little Hoover Crip nigga who ain't never been on a motherfucking plane in his life.
Yeah. Hoover Crip. You ain't go grab no Bloods. You ain't go grab nobody else. You wouldn't grab the Crip. So we already know what that is. Yeah.
Then I just felt, let me look out for a West Coast underground nigga, right?
I mean, you got a lot. You just added BZ Too Janky too. You got to the lineup is cold.
Nobody in that building. Now listen, I'm gonna say it respectfully. On tour, these little Negroes, they're gonna fuck bitches. This is what they gonna do, right? When Wack get that tour bus back to the hotel, and I shut that driver down, Wack married ass go to his room. You understand what I'm saying? I go to my room. My wife got my location, so she know if I'm in the parking lot or in my motherfucking room. I don't do motherfucking sitting back monitoring what these little niggas doing. They grown. Now they understand what they gotta do, what they don't have to do. And I understand today's world of content. This is why you saw Wack the street nigga go on there and tell all the ladies, I'm hearing a lot of accusations. Go to the police. I'm telling you to go to your local police department, do your rape kit, file your case, and start the investigation. Why'd you do that, Wack? Because if you let the women keep talking, they just keep talking because it's content. When Wack does that, the next time they talk to him, they're going to say, did you go file the police report? Oh, no. Oh, then you on bullshit. You just talking.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, do you think
I've yet to see a police report.
Do you think that like some of like the women just feel, because oftentimes victims, they don't.
Female that was on the bus talking crazy that your security laid with the nigga for 2 days and took him shopping.
That's probably not the best evidence in her favor.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. I'm just keeping it real. Like, so I'm saying people gonna say.
We already know though, Wack is going to lie. This is what he does all the time. You know, Lush believe anything Wack say though. That's one thing we know. Yeah, whenever Wack say something, Lush is agreeing with it because you know Lush is terrified of Wack. So of course he's gonna agree with him. But we don't believe that shit. You trying to explain that she took the security out and took him shopping? Nah, we ain't going for that. That ain't what she said.
Say what they gotta say to get the look of the attention. Now tell me, hey Wack, this nigga went to jail. Wack, this lady filed the case. All this is going on. Then there's some shit going on, right? But like, bro, I got some niggas in there who know nothing about this industry telling me I'm doing something wrong when they don't know the first thing to do right.
Do you think that there's like these stories are getting more attention just because Blue is so viral and people like talk about him so much?
It got nothing to do with Blue because Blue, Bill, he flies his women in. So every female you seen at Blue's house, they fly in. Rock, Jaden, all of them that you see on his stream, he don't fuck with them out here. He fly them in. Now I got a tour bus full of niggas, OT Genesis and DW Flame, probably the only people ever been on the tour bus. Katie Baby ain't been on no bus. EKE ain't been on no bus. 1K Jake ain't been on no bus. Fucking Jap 5 ain't been on no motherfucking bus. Even, I'm gonna go to just say, Compton AV ain't been on no bus.
He might have. AV might have, if any of them.
Nah, AV ain't been on no bus. AV ain't, he might have been in the Sprinter or SUV, but he ain't been on no bus. And AV's team has caught some shit. Ain't nobody said nothing. That's the 3 niggas got booked up in Idaho. Ain't nobody said that.
You hear him though? Boy, that boy know how to name drop, don't he? He know how to throw somebody else in front of a situation that they addressing about his situation. Quick. Ain't nobody say nothing about this situation. Well, why did you say something? If didn't nobody speak on this situation, why did you speak on it? Let's just be real. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button.
Because it ain't Wack and Blueface, right?
Well, yeah, that's kind of what I was asking. It's just because like the virality is whether or not it's like.
That's a fact. I'm just trying to figure out, right, on some real shit. Show me a West Coast Blue, right, outside of Kendrick Lamar, right, and probably our man Tyler, the Creator, that's touring. Snoop is Snoop.
Yeah, I mean, like Doja Cat, Shoreline Mafia, maybe that's it. There are Bravo in them.
This is my first leg. I got a whole nother East Coast, down South leg again, independent.
No, hey, no, honestly, especially like hitting those like smaller market cities where people really turn up and that's like the biggest.
Where that budget at? Wack talking all this independent shit. Where is the budget at? Mr. I got 6 budgets, 3 budgets. Where the budget's at? Now all we hearing is this independent shit? So can you get a budget or you just gonna be independent? So now that you independent, we know for a fact that Blueface is signed to your label and as you as a manager. So when it was broken down about Wack getting a percentage for being Blueface's manager and the label, that's a fact. That's facts. Because they independent, right? They ain't got no budget. They ain't signing no label. If we being real, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button.
They don't have that many tours that get routed through them.
You're missing the point. It's not smaller markets. I just did the 11 Western.
No, but it's dope. But my point is dope to hit some of those smaller markets too, though. Like
you're missing the point. Either you're gonna do a whole U.S. run, or you're gonna do a regional run.
Right.
So I chose to do a regional run for 2 reasons. A, he hasn't been out. B, Blueface is still on parole. So you know what the parole officer gonna say? We'll let you go out for 2 weeks to make sure he's acting right. You come back in, we'll send you out again. See, I know what the fuck.
So that right there, the parole officer might not let you do nothing else, because the accusations that came out, the parole officer seen that. You better know that. That's a fact. So if the parole officer seeing this shit, you think the parole officer gonna say, go head out for another run? They might be saying, hey, listen, you might need to wait a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm up against, right? So I've already routed a whole nother routing, and they've already said we'll let him go out next time for 3 weeks. So I'm just trying to understand, right? I haven't heard one salute, whether I hate a nigga or not. If a nigga doing something right and he winning, hey, bro, the nigga, not only did he get his artists back out there, but he took a bunch of artists from the West Coast who didn't have nothing going on and put them on the stage.
You ain't salute Max B. You ain't salute anybody that got out of jail and started getting back to the business. You ain't salute nobody, Wack. You think people supposed to salute you because you do something when all you do is hate on everybody. So now you feel like you ain't focused on hating on somebody. People supposed to salute you, but all you do is hate on other people. Now, I don't go like that. Not at all.
Well, you know damn, but you know damn well the nature of the way
Show me a nigga doing it. Show me a nigga, and I'm a Valley nigga. Show me a nigga in the streets of LA doing it.
No, it's a fact. But the thing is, you know that's not the.
But let's just be real though. Hey, Wack, the level that you claim to be on, right? Why are you doing it like you just coming from the streets? That shit ain't adding up, bro. You claim to be on this major scale at major level, but you talking about doing something on a level from niggas that just coming from the street, bro. We can't give you credit as you saying you've been in the game for 20 years, 15 years, 10 years, and you doing amateur tours. We can't give you credit for that, bro. You supposed to be doing major shit, not amateur shit, expecting people to praise you for doing some amateur shit. You gotta relax, Wack. You really gotta relax, bro.
Story. That's not the story they want to tell. They're going to talk about all of the.
You gotta tell the whole story. Show me the story they telling. There's no validity to it. It's just some women talking. And when Wack tells them, I'm telling you to go to the police department and file a report, because if a nigga did that, he need to be booked. None of them went to the police department.
Well, hopefully, hopefully, like the rest of it is smooth sailing. Like obviously, it's got really ultimately nothing to do with you or your artist, but it's just the accusations or people around it or shit like that. But seemed like you got it under control.
I don't give a fuck about no accusation. I give a fuck about documentation. Accusation get people talking. See, they never expected Whack, the street nigga, to say go to the police. They never expected that. I knew.
Whack, everybody expects you to say go to the police. Everybody expects that from you, Whack. You got to stop acting like people don't expect you to say deal with the police, bro. I think everybody is expecting that. When it comes to Whack, everybody thinks about the police. So if we're thinking that, shit's going on, when something's happening, of course, people are going to say, yeah, Whack is going to tell them to call the police. Why wouldn't they, though? Like, you got to relax, though, Whack. You keep talking about this Valley stuff, right? We heard that enough, bro. Yeah, everybody's heard you say Valley this, Valley that. You're doing an amateur tour. You're picking people up that you can manipulate and give them next to nothing to come on the damn tour. So, of course, Whack, we know what you're doing. You telling them probably, hey, yo, this going to get you some exposure. You taking them to bars to perform. They go into little warehouse spots to perform. I'm sure you telling them, yo, this going to get you some promotion, bro. People going to get to see you. You telling them something so you can fill up the tour, but you probably ain't even really giving them nothing. And you keep screaming about this Valley nigga shit. Don't nobody care about that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You keep talking about this Valley shit. Nobody cares about that. You supposed to be next to Birdman, next to Akon, next to Kanye West, and you talking about you on this independent tour run for 2 weeks, and you taking some dudes from the hood, and you up and down with what you trying to say though, Whack. You trying to act like you up here, but you talking like you down here. So you gotta pick a side, bro. It's either you gonna be up here and can't nobody do nothing with you because you got $200 million, or you just gonna say you trying to figure it out. Yeah, you trying to get back. You trying to get active again. You gotta pick a side though, Whack. Smash that like button. Let's get the likes up. Hit that subscribe button.
If I let him run their narrative, everybody's going to talk to him, and it's just their story. Hold on. Whack told you go to the police. He told you. I heard you talking. Did you go? You said you was going. Did you go? No. Then what is it to talk about?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, and ultimately, like, I'm glad you told them that regardless, because sex crimes is like are some weird shit and should be reported.
We don't harbor fugitives, bro.
Straight up. I feel that.
Hey, listen, the niggas out here done got DPs on Paruto. Yeah, we don't almighty know what kind of shit I'm running. Like, niggas done got DPs. We don't harbor no weird shit. You shitting on the bus and get you fucked up. All kind of shit. We don't harbor no fugitives out here, bro.
Don't.
Hold up. Whack talking about somebody getting DP'd. Come on, Whack. You gotta relax, man. You really gotta relax, bro. Because you really trying to make yourself look like 1 minute you on some gang shit. The next minute you saying call the police. The next minute you not with none of that. It's like, you gotta be real, bro. You really gotta be real, because You doing too much pump faking, man. Ain't no future in frontin', Wack. There is no future in frontin', bro. You trying to make it seem like, all right, I'm a gangster one day. I'm gonna tell them call the police the next day. I'm not with none of this. My wife know where I'm at, which is your girlfriend. She got my location. You just like you all over the place. You just saying any damn thing. Yeah, you just saying anything.
So if we find out a nigga is doing some weird shit, you're gonna get dealt with before they get you.
Nobody believes that. Nobody believes that. You just sat there and said the situation with Aunt Hefe, ain't nobody get no DP, and you just gonna put the work up, and now you talking about you gonna get somebody dealt with. All right. Yeah. Does anybody believe that? Because I don't.
Yeah. Don't ruin everybody's tour that's making money for a gang of people from all over the place, and like a generally positive thing. Like, I totally feel that.
Yeah, so I was sitting there saying, damn, nigga, you hate me that much because you told me to provide these Draco's paperwork. I provided it. It said he wasn't guilty. He was dismissed, and you mad. And come on, my nigga, I'm going to be real. If a nigga asks me who was Almighty Suspect, I'm going to say that nigga was one of the creators to founded a movement on the West Coast. I'm going to say that.
Straight up.
Fact. My artist fell in this same lane. This real shit. But look, they ask me who Lush is. I'm going to say Lush come from that battle.
Straight cap. SBGB TV live call-in show.
Yeah, what up, man? I want to talk about this nigga Wicked100. I see you on the topic with him with the sexual deviancy or whatever, man. In 2015, this nigga came to my block. I'm in Queens, New York, by the way. This nigga came to my block with Bad Baby and had her doing some inappropriate shit in front of me and my homies and shit. So, like, I don't know if you can make some calls and make some connections so I could provide further details, but this nigga dirty. You don't DP nobody. He has knowledge of other minors doing, illicit activities, for funds. So, I just want to put that out there. I don't really want to go too much. I know there's TOS and all that, but yeah.
Okay. Appreciate you calling in, bro.
Yeah.
Smash that like button and hit that subscribe button.
Well respected. All this shit, right?
That's
right. But my nigga, respectfully, if you ain't nobody but a pawn who have zero accolades, you can't tell me about a job I'm doing that you've never done. Nigga, you ain't never even been on the tour, but nigga, you ain't never possessed a passport. You ain't never cleared an album. Nigga, you ain't never did none of this shit, but shot a $2 video in a song and you figured out you couldn't rap.
Get y'all passports, though.
Use you as a motherfucking, okay, let me piss 4 extras off, and then he decided to keep you around. Cool, but you can't me, bro, about I'm doing a job wrong that you don't know nothing about. I can't tell Josh how to do what the fuck Josh do. I don't know how to do what Josh do. I'm not gonna tell Almighty how to lay 16 bars. I don't rap. I'm just saying, bro.
Wack always contradicts himself. You sit there and try to tell Adam how he should run his podcast, how he should make his money, and where the money is coming from, and how podcasting works, but you don't know how to do this. You don't know anything about it. So you contradict yourself constantly, man. And you was telling Adam about what he was doing and why he wasn't making no money with the people on the show and the views they was getting wasn't paying this and that. And you don't know this because you don't know Adam's analytics. But you was trying to make it seem like you knew. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button.
It's weird. The haters, but I like it.
Whack is the suspect's new ghostwriter.
Real shit. I don't fuck with them niggas suspect in the studio. I walk in, make sure everybody's straight, and carry my bald head ass over there to somewhere else. I don't fuck with them niggas. I don't know what they do. It's done. Now, when you give it to me, I know what I'm doing.
But the fact of the matter is, Whack, you know, people ain't gonna, like, whether or not they get along with you, when people just hear the headlines and they make their responses. And if it's someone that don't particularly get along with you,
The nigga said Blueface is going wrong because of his management. Okay. Do you know what I had to do? Do you know what I had to do to get Blueface to travel?
what you have to
I
do?
had to go get David Kenner, nigga.
Oh wow, Tupac's an old lawyer.
I had to go get David Kenner to call in here to his contact in downtown to get them to call Blueface's fucking probation office to let him travel. That's Wax phone book. That ain't no Blueface shit.
Listen to him though. You had to get David Kenner to get Blueface to travel, right? Which we know is a lie. We know that, right? Because you just told everybody that you had to pay a lawyer to get the money straight with Aiden. We know it's a lie. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. SBGB TV, live call-in show.
How you doing, DEEZY? What's up, man? I just got one question. When do Pyro Bloods DP Crips? You said he took out of Crips, so they DP Crips.
Yeah, you know he lying.
That's all I'm trying to figure out. Tomorrow, some of them got DP too. You DP them, but y'all DP Crips. So you submit the gang activity right there. Like, come on, man, let's do this. Full of it. But that's all I wanted to say. It just shocked me that he said dude got DP. So did he get a permission to DP them Crips, or what? I mean, how that roll?
He just lying. He wanted to make it sound good while he was on the line because he knew he was on no jumper. But we know damn well he ain't DPing nothing. He not stepping to a DP. He's not doing anything like that. He's going to make sure that he calls the police.
Yeah, that's right. Right on, man. That's all I wanted to say. I am keep it good.
Appreciate you calling in, bro.
You all right?
Smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. We know that.
See, that's a nigga been around.
Yeah, no, that's deep in the crates with David Kenner. You guys.
It's a fact. I can show you every email sent on every house. They wasn't letting him travel.
That guy got to be 88 now.
In downtown, and the downtown friends called his office. They said, okay, we'll let him travel 2 weeks at a time. That's whack. That's management. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When my artist stepped out, I gave him $250,000. We had a rip with a fight. You heard what Blueface said. I ain't felt it. Whack paid me. We got back. Whack the one I went out the money. I ain't felt it. Never. I want to go on tour. Okay.
Whack. Like, all Whack do is lie. You just sat on No Jumper the other week, Whack, and told the trainer that you was trying to get y'all all paid. Like, now you saying you paid Blueface and you gave him $250,000. Like, nobody believes that, Whack. Nobody. Like, you gotta relax, Whack. You really gotta relax, bro. You just told us that you was trying to get the money. So you could pay Blueface all this money, but you ain't have enough money to give the trainer $12,500. That shit don't even make sense.
Hey, cool. hit Live Nation. Whack, we ain't doing this, we ain't doing that. It'll be 8 months from now. Whack went in his phone book and routed his own tour with all the promoters he knows. The tour bus driver, that's my homeboy. I helped him get that company 15 years ago. I need a bus. All right, Whack. What is this fucking weirdo, nobody nigga talking about? Like, respectfully, bro.
So basically you're saying you're Team Doughboy when it comes to the Spody Face Doughboy upcoming fight in Vegas?
I don't know nothing about Doughboy got to do with this conversation. That's
Well, he is fighting this guy.
That's some other weak shit y'all do. If a nigga agree with somebody, y'all say he glazed, right? So I glazed Almighty Suspect when Adam got rid of Almighty Suspect, Whack went in there and defensive suspect. Nigga, when he wanted to get rid of your ass, Lush, and Whack going in your defense, was that doing the right thing? Is that glaze? It's weird. Anybody that speaks up for Whack because they like, well, nah, this is it's right here, bro.
Glazing is a Gen Z term that people like the Eggers invented. You know what I mean? Like,
bro, listen. I hate to say this. I'm not like anybody in the building.
God damn,
I know
18
why
hours.
I'm in the building. I have my own personal reasons for being in the building. Right? I know what I'm doing. I know what my mission is, right? But I'm not. Respectfully, I'm not any. I don't think there's nobody in the building that his phone book and resources and history of this shit. They can't sit down at my table, bro. Just being real, bro.
Hey, Whack, you doing an amateur tour, bro. This is an amateur tour for you to have all these connections, bro. You're making it seem like you're doing business on a higher level, and you're not. You're acting like you gave Blueface all this paper, but you didn't send Blueface no money while he was locked up. Make it make sense. Blueface was in there for 2 years. Whack didn't send him $1. But you want us to believe when he got out of jail, you gave him $250,000. Like, come on, man. You didn't send him no money for commissary, but you gave him $250,000 when he got out. See, Whack gets on here on No Jumper and he talks heavy, but he looked light though. You feel me? You talk heavy on here, but you really look light.
I'm 15 years older than a lot of y'all, and I've been doing this shit a long time. That's real shit.
That's a fact. It's a fact,
That's
Whack.
being real, bro. Adam will tell you, I got inspired to buy this building because Whack took me over there to Nick Cannon's building.
Oh, come on, Whack. You gotta relax, bro. You gotta relax. Do you hear this shit? Like, I could never rock with nobody or be around nobody like Whack. I can't stand a person that always wants to take credit for everything other people are doing, but you don't have these things going on, man. Come on, man. Like, seriously. You want to take credit for everything else, but you don't have nowhere near this shit going on. You done lost your building. You in the red with everything, but it's because of you that everybody else got shit going. You did it. Boy, I tell you, if he ain't one accepting credit for some shit he ain't do type of individual, what is he? Like, he's always trying to accept credit for some shit that he didn't do. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button.
No, it's your fault.
No, it's just real shit. What I'm saying is, my reach is my reach, my nigga.
No, I get it, dude, for sure.
You know, when I got dudes, dumbass gang members, and let's touch on this. Real members are outside. Real members. Hey, listen, I hope niggas is learning they lesson. Being real members in their late 30s, early 40s, being outside in parks and shit. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I missed the park, so I built one in my backyard with more amenities. You know, miniature golf and all kind of shit in the backyard. But nigga, be hanging in the hood, being outside, get your ass picked up for niggas getting killed on DP. Wack ain't around no DPs, bro. I ain't around no Paru DPs. I ain't seen one of them in a long time. Couple decades. I'm just being real, bro. Cause niggas they criticize Wack. Why you ain't outside in the hood? Motherfuck the hood, nigga.
I mean, yeah, that's definitely not as productive as the taking Blueface on major tours.
My son's 32. He's never had a sidewalk in front of his house, bro. Respectfully. These niggas is, a lot of these niggas was 10 or whatever. But I don't give a fuck about no hood, no projects. None of that shit, bro. You're not gonna catch me over there, no.
Listen to what Wack said, man. Listen to him, man. If you don't see that Wack is lying, you gotta be tweaking. Wack said his son is 32 and he's never seen a sidewalk. Wack, you was in jail when your son was young, man. You was locked up. You ain't have no money, dude. You keep acting like you had all this money as a teenager. Nigga, you had your son when you was young, though, Wack. You was a teenager, bro. Stop that, man. You had your son when you was a teenager, Wack. He was locked up, bro. You didn't have any money. But you making it seem like you've had all this money for 32 years. You lied to us now, talking about you got $200 million diaper deals. All you do is lie. You know, you want to sound like you in position. But when we see you, bro, it don't look like you in position. Just being real. You're doing everything yourself on the tour. Birdman ain't give you no budget. You can't go get a budget from a major label for anything. Live Nation told you, well, you're saying Live Nation told you we can't do a tour for you right now. If your artist was top notch, Live Nation would have put something together for him. Your artist isn't top notch. So of course, Live Nation isn't going to put together a tour for him. They're not top notch. So of course you got to go out here and be the janky promoter you are and try to put something together. Of course. But you try to make it seem like you on a different level than you are though, Wack. You're not on that level. You really got to relax, bro. Straight up. You got to relax, man. You like lying. This all you do is make up stories. And you lie so much, you just comfortable with the people knowing that you lying, and you just lie again. Because everybody knows 32 years ago, you got locked up, Wack. Everybody knows this. You got locked up for popping somebody with a BB gun, Wack. Violation. Everybody knows this, man. But you're making it seem like your son was born in a big house. You was a teenager, bro. Like, oh, man. That shit is just wild, though. It's like, dude lies so much. He believes his own lies, and he continues to lie more just to fit in. You know, like he want to be a part of something. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button.
I go to brunch at the Waldorf Astoria on the rooftop. It's a fact.
That's right.
I'm telling you, bro, I don't go to them places unless I gotta go to them places. And Hopefully I don't have to. I'm not, niggas hustled on the block to get off the block. Not, they own the motherfucker, bro. I don't get with these niggas. They think they gonna trick me to going over there and Hefe right now. I bet if he get out, I hope he get out.
Nah, straight up, free Hefe.
No, you don't.
Got picked up. One of them got a DA reject because the video didn't have him doing nothing. The other nigga tried to kill himself in a holding tank this morning, so they put off the court. Hopefully, Ant just
Word?
This is a fact. Hopefully, Ant didn't put hands on him and just maybe pick something up. But if he ever come home, and I hope he come home, I don't wish no jello on nobody. I bet.
Stop lying, Wack. You hear the bold-faced lie? Wack say he don't wish jail on nobody. You put Loose Cannon in jail in Big U, but you don't wish jail on nobody. You gotta relax, bro. You sent these brothers up the river. Big U looking at a long time, basically an elbow. And you said you don't wish prison on. You know, it's the shit that he say, right? It's just so cap. You don't wish jail on nobody. Nigga, you wish jail on everybody, nigga. Yeah, you wish jail on everybody. Yeah, everybody. Not some of the people. I mean, everybody. Straight up.
You won't catch Aunt Hefe hanging in another nigga's parking lot doing the DP. I bet you he learns his lesson.
Well, hopefully he's back home ASAP. You feel me? Like his.
I mean, you know, when you hanging in a gang area and some gangbang shit is going on, and a motherfucker loses his life, the charge is blunt force trauma 187. Right?
Right.
If you giving direction or you involved, you know, you got accessory, you got the motherfucker who delivered the blow, and you got the motherfuckers that may have possibly given the orders. And then you got the gang shit because that's where you from, right? They gonna tie you to it. Now, what's bad is they let go one dude because they said he didn't do nothing on the camera. Which lets us know they got footage. They let go. DA reject one of them already. So, you know, hopefully it's minimal. You know what I mean?
Listen to this though, right? Dude say he don't wish jail on nobody, right? But he knows more details about his ops, jail sentences, court cases than he does about business with Blueface, Aiden Ross. He didn't know he was supposed to wear the patch in the boxing match. But you know the details of these people's court cases in their legal situations, but you ain't know you were supposed to wear a patch in the ring. Come on, man. Listen. You ain't got to be super smart to see this shit.
No, he got kids and shit. He was doing his thing, you know, but people got to understand, nigga, I'm 49, not 19.
Hey, but like, hey, what? I'm pretty sure he wasn't even there, and he got nothing to do with any of this shit.
He was there. He's on the camera. He's on the footage.
Listen to him.
And see, what's ugly about this shit is like 4.5 months old, right? And that means the investigation that went on. Now, let me tell you what niggas,
you know,
blows with the gap in his mouth, went on the internet and said he in there for my homie. People start running that content, getting the videos of the taco shit. Now, let me tell you what niggas probably did do.
Yeah, but why the fuck would they do that? And how are they like?
That's what he did. He did it because that's where he's from. I don't know. But see, that ain't what they picked Ant up for. And because he did that and everybody started doing shit, they fucked around and got the detectives now looking at who was there that night.
Well, I think Flacco obviously got it from somebody. Flacco's not going to post something like that first. They'll probably be like,
Flacco video came from me.
right.
And the
Flacco video came from him. We already know Wicked100 is always using Flacco to roll something out. We know this shit. Yes, all the time. You know, he act like he don't know anything about these certain things. When Flacco was putting stuff out about Draco the Ruler, we know Wicked100 was feeding him the information. Straight up. Flacco saying he got the information from somebody that he knew was in law enforcement. He's talking about whack. Straight up. Yeah. He's talking about whack. We know this. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, man.
video I got came from the nigga that got unalive brother. That's where his video come from, but this is after the nigga with the gap in his mouth said, this is what ain't got picked up on.
And if you pay attention to that, he wants to make sure that he specifies that the video he sent Flacco came out after the guy said what he said about El Jefe. Nah, man. And now it came directly from the Bull's brother. Wow. Appreciate you gifting that membership. Like, wow.
It's just crazy that people were running with like all these stories and talking about him like fools literally put 3 different bodies on him in fucking 12 hours. All people that he knows in real life trying to
let you go.
Yeah.
I have no sympathy for the stories when it comes to El Jefe. Why? The topic of the day is such and such. And we're going to deliver you another one like the other one. You ring the notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail. This what I do all day long so niggas can't get mad about it. We out to the concert, East Side.